For this video, I drew some of the most difficult things to draw. And how did I know that they were difficult? Well, the internet said so. And I compared my ability to draw these things traditionally and digitally. Results were definitely varied.
Digital skill. Wow.
So keep watching to see how it all turned out.
You might have seen this premise of this video before. It is certainly no new idea. Time limit, 10 minutes. I'm going to start with a vehicle first. My reference image is going to be this Suzuki Jimny. At the moment is one of my favorite cars. I just like how boxy it looks and I like the idea that you can go camping in it. Let's start. So the good thing about the Suzuki Jimny is that it is very boxy and that makes these shapes easy to draw. But the issue is for me is that I'm often very overzealous in how I structure my page, and so oftentimes I actually don't completely get the right proportions and the right size of things. But this is actually looking quite good considering the page. Definitely not a stranger to drawing vehicles. I tried to study them in the past, but this one is proving a little difficult to me just because I think I'm trying to do too much at once. Because usually when I start with a certain point and then I reference off that, because usually I'm doing it in pen. So if my anchoring point is off, then the whole thing will be off, and that's fine. But I've decided to start with pencil. Is that my downfall? I'm not sure. I'm not loving this. You know what? Maybe I just need to restart my thinking. Just go in with what I'm used to doing. And where are the headlights? And then the details, you know, you just have to commit. I've just prematurely assumed that that's where the tire will go, because that's where I say so. Oh my word. Okay, this is the 10-minute mark. So I'll mark that with this. Let's decompress for a little bit. And I'm gonna use my blue, see how long it takes to do the rough finalization of the rest of this. There we go. Done in 15 minutes. It's cute. Okay, drawing vehicle digitally. I'm kind of keen for this one because the car that I've drawn is very angular, so I'm hoping that I'd be able to use a bit more of those digital tools to help me through this one. Let's start. Get the overall outline. Oopsies. That's the car, and then done. We're done. Ship it off. And see, it's so simple to adjust these things. Now I know the perspective's all off. I do know that. It's a little fun, right? Oh, the tires. Oops. Oh my. That was kind of fun because we got to use the lasso tool and break down all the shapes, and I wasn't too fussed on the perspective either. Wait, where did this go? It's kind of cute. The internet says the skulls are difficult to draw. Let's see. I got my reference picture. There's a lot of lighting in this one actually. Let's get it. I think that's proportionate. It's always a little hard to tell when you first start out. I'm just trying to get all the detail. I think what makes things a bit difficult to draw is just trying to understand where the detail lies. And this back and forth repetition, observation, muscle. It gets tiring. 7 minutes to go. I'm feeling pretty good about this so far. Okay, now this bit's a bit tricky. I'm looking at this shadow work here. There's some lighting from underneath. Now there's 5 minutes and I want to try and put in some midtones and etc. and shadows using a quicker method. I wish I could pause it and get a sheet of paper as my blotting paper. Here's one I found next to me. Got this CG2 0 I'm just trying to see if there's anything else. There's 5 and this might be a bit dark. Okay, the teeth could definitely use some work. I'm not really focusing that well on this, and I feel like that is to my detriment at the moment. Like, the more I look and the more I see, I'm like, okay, this bit should have some shadow, this bit should have some shadow. I'm missing this area, the most important one, where this is like the darkest sections, and that is quite dark. Oh my. This would be better with some defined areas. Really determine where. 50 seconds. I wouldn't suggest rushing this process, but here I am rushing the process. My black pencil. That's how far I got in 10 minutes. Should the goal be to like actually finish it? Because let me spend a little bit more time on these teeth. Okay, oops, okay. Oops. I actually think some of this shadow should be this color as well. That's the issue with alcohol markers. You gotta like wait for them to dry before you can put another layer without it blending in, but I'm a bit impatient right now. That's enough. Okie dokes. iPad time. Let's do it. Start. I'm feeling a bit lost. Like, where do I start? I'm not used to this at all, but I like the flexibility that I have at the moment. That's not bad. It's very much more painterly. Okay, I need to focus on the teeth this time. I think I have the ability to do that. Maybe not. I'm just stumped. This ain't it. This is not it. But maybe I'm just missing highlights, you know? Let's look at it very small. If you look at it very, very small, you're like, yeah, that's okay. Little triangle. Oh my word. Oh. Next one, I want to try and glass. Glass is kind of hard. I don't think I've ever drawn glass properly. So let's try it. Let us go. Let's start. I think with drawing glass though, a lot of it is just related to like the lights and the shadows. I don't know how much I'll be able to get done in this little 10-minute session. You know what, maybe I'll just focus on a certain section. I could see this being potentially easier on digital because it's just easier to fill in space on digital. I think I'm a bit of an impatient creator. Like, if I started with tinted paper, I think, or something like that. I know some people like will shave their graphite and spread that to use it as a tinted sheet of paper, so maybe that'll be a good way to start for my digital one, like using a coloured background. Okay, I want to try the digital one. I'm actually like a little bit keen to try that because this one was only okay. Start. Okay, this is kind of like a grainy tinge to it, like this. Maybe actually like this. Let's start there. It's hard to figure out what colors these are. It's actually quite grey. I think I should have made the background even darker, actually. There we go. Now there's different areas where I can focus on. You can see here, there's a light, here's this dark, and then that's like extra light. I'm kind of interested in the extra light bit. So let me pick some dark areas. Push these greys a bit more because realistically it's the highlights that make it pop. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm just spouting nonsense. I've never done this before. But this bit, it looks cool. It's like got like flecks of like pink and blue, and definitely at the back, that's like definitely a pink and yellow. Here is the beauty of digital. Alright, they have some backgroundy stuff in the back here. And then this is yellow. Oh, 7 seconds. Ooh. Okay. That actually turned out alright. Like, compare this to this. It's the ease of picking all the different colors, I think. And like not having to individually build the things up. Maybe I could have tried it with my markers, but I think being able to put light onto dark a lot more easily in digital helped. I'm pleasantly surprised, I think. I think it could have gone a lot worse. Out of these options that I have here, I want to do foreshortening. Hands and feet, you know, like I could just draw them individually, but I think foreshortening fills up a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Water, I feel like I did a little bit of water just then. Granted, not very great water, but water nonetheless. And fabric, I feel like fabric is very similar in what you see in terms of it's like dark, light, dark in just like folds, you know. I'm not as interested, and I think some of the foreshortening images actually also have this. The issue that I have is putting the whole thing into the page. Let's see how I deal with that. Maybe like this? I think I'm getting the angle of this wrong. Like, this ain't right. The negative space here. There's a triangle here. Goodbye. Doesn't look quite right. I thought this would be easier. I think it's the clothes that are tripping me up. Turns out I can't draw fabric after all. Okay, I have 2 minutes. Let me get a different pen that doesn't... this one. This bit is throwing me off. Different color pen to continue on. Doesn't seem right. Like, because there should be a pretty strong line here. I guess it actually might be okay. Just curious as to whatever happens here. I feel like this, and there should be a strong line here. Okay, start. It's a pretty big shoe, right? Because the thing is, let's just use this then. It should actually be like this. Wow, how easy was that to change? Dark parts of the fabric are here, and here, and here. I'm kind of done with this drawing. Maybe I shouldn't be. Maybe I just gotta push through. Yep, that's it. Perfection right there. Oh, it's like doing homework, except I'm not learning or having fun. Digital skill. Wow. I definitely have like the structure of this one a little bit better. Was able to get that quicker, but I think I'm just more comfortable drawing traditionally. That was fun. A nice, majestic little horse. Okay, let's start. Let's try and figure out a good proportion. Body, neck, head. Oh no, hang on. It's like this. Rough sketch, first minute, and then I'll come in with the pen later. I'm trying to think in shapes. Straight in. I should really speed it up, but speeding it up requires a good level of understanding of the thing, which comes from studying. Sometimes you just don't have the luxury of studying, because you're trying to draw difficult things in 10 minutes. That's the essence of its main. It looks like it's electric. Just trying to draw what I see, which is a bit tough because you have these preconceived notions of what horses look like, but I don't think they're quite right. There's your horse. Maybe I have time to do some shading. I will take these two colors, warm grey and warm grey, and I'll do some light shading with this. Very quick, light. Just where the muscular sections are. I need to get a new one of this. This is definitely running out. Okay, next one. This is a lot darker, I'm pretty sure. Oh my, that makes me uncomfortable. Such a huge level of darkness difference. So I need to use it wisely to really make those highlights pop. I have such a tendency to be really light-handed. I don't want this color to match because then this, like, that's meant to be darker. Anywhere else real quick. Oh, you know what? For 10 minutes, not bad, not bad, not bad. It's a horse. Let's get to doing it digitally. The beauty of digital is, whoop, oh, I can just resize that. How convenient. Big muscles. You know, even this, too big. Okay, but now it looks funny. And I don't think this is right. Like, what's going on here? Woohoo! Woohoo! There's my horse! Time to, let's put this as overlay. It's gone. While I'm lasso tooling, I'm checking back and forth on overall reference image as well. That looks kind of cool. Okay, now we do overlay. 5 minutes. Okay, let's do 5 minutes to color. Shadows first. I've got my alpha lock on. Turn down the brush opacity. Is that a good idea? I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. There's the main, the extra shadows. Turn alpha lock off. What is this? No wonder it's on overlay. Well, that sucks. No wonder. I was like, why is it not black? That explains it. Now this is really black. Oh, no, no, no. This is not what I had intended. Need to try a bit harder. But I've hit a wall. Horse. Horse. Well, I struggled with that one. I mean, yeah, you've seen the whole breadth of my drawing. Gosh. I can draw. Ooh.
Now that we've seen the process, let's do a quick review of the results and a small assessment. So the car. Perspective is definitely better in the traditional one, but I think the digital one looks cuter despite it not being as accurate. The skull. Overall, traditional has better structure, but digital has better contrast. And there's something going on with the digital version's teeth. I think definitely a lot of them going on there. The glass. Neither of them I'd say are fantastic. I am, however, loving the strokes and the texture that the traditional one has. And also I do like the fact that if you like blur your eyes, squint a little, the digital one actually looks kind of good. Foreshortening. I think the traditional one looks a bit more complete in my eyes, but the digital one definitely has better structure overall. I'm not sure what possessed me to think that I would be able to successfully color in the digital one within less than 10 minutes, but I'm glad I tried. Last but kind of a little bit least, the horse. Traditional drawing actually like looks kind of good. I guess my main critique would just be the proportions of the legs. They could be a little bit short. The digital drawing, man, I feel like digital drawers have felt this pain as well when you figure out that you're drawing on the wrong layer and it's been a long time. Safe to say that from this challenge, I strongly believe that my ability to draw with pen and paper is much greater than my digital art skill, but that's definitely something to work on. Thank you so much for watching me, I guess, suffer through this. Nah, it's been good. I think it's been good. Like, a fun challenge. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!